Hi, I'm Liz Hurst. I'm a director at Wharton Business Consulting, and once again, I'm delighted to be joined by Mark Griffin as we discuss the second in our three-part series into the correlation between purpose and performance. Hi, Mark.
Hey Liz, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Yourself?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Delighted. So, Mark, in this article, we outline how organisations actually go about discovering their purpose, and once they've done so, how it is that they can articulate that and make it relevant to all of their stakeholders. Why is it that we use the term discover as opposed to, say, create or define?
Yeah, I think it's, unless you're literally founding a company where you're probably building a business model around a purpose and you're going to test it out, which is one time where you would create a purpose. For most part with companies, purpose is something that sits below the surface. Some companies have defined it well, other companies haven't yet done that. And that's why it needs to be discovered and unearthed, because essentially for a purpose to work, for it to be authentic, aligned and to advance things forward, it's the catalyst that pulls together the brand and the culture. And because both of those two things already exist, the purpose obviously needs to exist. And that's why if you can clearly define it and articulate it, to create that alignment between the brand and the culture, it helps push everything forward towards the performance and the impact that that company is looking to have.
Absolutely, that makes perfect sense. The other element that we delve into, and we kind of provide an overview of a model, of a purpose discovery model during the article. And it's really a sort of framework that organizations can help them use to discover their purpose. And we state that true purpose can only really be achieved at the point at which the four circles intersect. I was just wondering if you could provide an example perhaps of an organisation where you feel not only is their purpose kind of advancing, aligned and authentic, but actually where it really sits at that intersection.
Yeah, and I think if you look at the model, which is based on the Japanese concept of ikigai, but now applied, if you like, towards companies, and you ask those four simple questions, there are some really good examples of that. We list some in the article, but the one I'll talk to quickly is Airbnb. It's really hard for a company to get all four of these pieces right. If you're looking at the four intersections, doing something they love, something they're best at, something that drives profit and something that leaves an impact. And if you think about Airbnb, they're super passionate about doing what they do to the extent that their employees are motivated to do it. Their employees are encouraged to host people and in fact given credits to go and stay at places. They're clearly the best at it. They've created a whole economy around it. And it does drive a lot of economic value to the company, but it also drives economic value and empowers their clients, their hosts, to the extent people have been able to develop ancillary income or even generate their own businesses. So that has an economic impact. And then even above and beyond that, there's a social impact component as well through Airbnb with their open house program, which subsidizes stays for people, volunteering that obviously lots of companies do. But when you tie all of those four things together, Airbnb's purpose, which is to help create a world where everyone can belong, that's really right at the center of everything, and you can see how it pulls it all together really well.
Absolutely, it's a great example, and it's one that there's a lot of literature around about for people to follow up on as well. So thank you. So the article will be available on our website. The link will be included below. We also cover in it the 5 characteristics of an effective purpose statement. And as a reminder, this is the second in our third part, so we will be releasing the third part of the article over the coming weeks. So we hope you enjoy it, and we'd love to hear what you think. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Liz.
Bye-bye.
See you.